Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I did my weekly shopping order at my Kroger store. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please click the button down below. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you what I got. First, I went ahead and they had something actually in the clearance section by the milk. I ended up getting the Silk almond milk. It was a pretty small size. It's 32 ounces, but at $1.17, you can't beat that. So I ended up snagging this for my grown son. When he was little, he had to take soy milk. And so usually now he switched from soy to almond milk. So I figured I'd get him that. Now I went ahead and got my regular milk this week. I got 2 gallons of skim milk. It's still $3.59 a gallon. And I got a half a gallon of 2% milk. That's still $2.59 a half a gallon. And I got a half a gallon of skim. I was running a little bit low on flour, which it seems like I'm always running low on flour. I ended up picking up unbleached all-purpose Kroger flour. In my Kroger app or on my website, there was a coupon for 55 cents off 1 bag. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick up an extra one. This was $2.49 a bag. So, hey, I got it under, I got it for $1 something, which was worth it. And this is the unbleached. I like the unbleached because it doesn't have those other added ingredients. The bleach flour, they put a lot of stuff in there that shouldn't be in there. So that's why I get the unbleached. I went ahead and picked up some more oatmeal for my husband. He is eating the Quaker Instant Maple and Brown Sugar Oatmeal. Now this week, this was on sale for, I do believe it was $1.49 a box, which you couldn't beat that. It was limit 5. It was a coupon that you needed to clip in your Kroger digital app or website. So I ended up snagging only 3 boxes for him, trying to pick them all up there, because I have enough oatmeal right now for him to September. This oatmeal is good till November, so I only just got a couple of boxes to get him to November. He eats it on the weekends. So couldn't beat that price. So I snagged that. I also picked this up for my mother-in-law. She eats honey bunches of oats. And again, she does not have a computer or a smartphone. And so she could not get the deal. So this was $1.49 a box. Would you believe these were the last 2 boxes left in the store? Because that was an excellent price. It also, today is Friday, and we're supposed to have snow today. We're only supposed to have like total 3 inches starting tonight and into tomorrow, and it's supposed to be icy. Probably why Kroger, to me, I went early, like around 9 something in the morning, and it was packed. It's usually not like that. And so a lot of the products with the cereal and stuff like that, it was just gone. So I got lucky enough to snag that for her. Went ahead and I had to get some potatoes, and they had 10 pounds of potatoes this week. It was $3.49, which was an excellent deal. That was their sale price. It wasn't a digital coupon. But I had something happen. I ended up picking up the potatoes, and I looked over the potatoes. I thought they were okay. So I put them in my cart. I get up there to the cash register, and I flipped, I guess I had them like this, looking at them. I flipped them over this way, and right there on top, one of them was black. It was rotten. It was nasty. It looked like it had some kind of mold, fungus coming out of it. It was just awful. And I was like, I don't want that. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go back, such a long line, all this stuff, the noise and stuff. And she's like, oh, someone will run back for you. So they were nice enough. They did run back, and they got me a new bag, and she looked it all over. But all I can say is when you go to the store and you're getting the produce, I guess just fine tooth and comb, go through the whole thing to make sure it's not rotten. Because, it's a good thing I did flip it over. Otherwise, I would have got home with rotten potatoes, and then I would have had to make a special trip to go back, which I don't know if it would have been worth it. Your time, that's worth a lot more than sometimes just, $3.49. But I was lucky enough, and they corrected the problem. So hopefully these are good potatoes. Went ahead and got some more bananas. They had some that were not so ripe. A lot of the other ones were. And again, still the same price. It is 65 cents a pound for bananas. I went ahead and picked up my red lettuces again. These things are huge, but these are delicious. These again are only $2.49 a head. Can't beat that. That's an excellent price. And then I picked up some apples. They had some Pink Lady apples this week and cosmic apples. I've never had a cosmic apple. And it was $1.49. It was a digital coupon. You needed to clip that in your app. I think it was up to 5 pounds. You would get it for that price, and then anything over that was regular price. But that is a good deal for apples. I went ahead and picked up another loaf of bread for my husband. He ended up going through a little bit quicker than normal, and this way we'll be set for a while. But picked up again Kroger honey whole wheat is what he kind of likes more than the wheat bread. Went ahead and picked up some more. They had Vandy Camps on sale this week. Again, this is my normal fish that I buy my husband, but I normally buy it at Meijer just because Meijer's prices, some of the things are a whole lot cheaper than my Kroger. The only way things at Kroger where I buy them is if it's like a digital deal, because then it beats Meijer. But this week was $4.99. That was a digital coupon that you needed to clip in your app, and it was limit 5. So I ended up snagging, he likes the beer battered fillets. And like I said, it's just, he thinks they taste the best. And my Meijer store regular price for this is $7 something. So that was a good deal. Went ahead and got this for my grandson. His birthday's coming up, and I thought I would go ahead and snag, because they always use wipes. So I went ahead and snagged some Pampers wipes. I think these were like $3.49. Wasn't on sale, but I went ahead and picked that up. I did pick up some of these. These were clearance. These are Pillsbury Heart cookies, and I picked up one for my daughter, and then I picked up one for my granddaughters. And you know, you cannot beat $1.58, right? $1.58 for each one. I mean, that is a steal. I figure with the snow coming, my granddaughters could do it with their mom. You know, they can put it down. They can look like, you know, they're kind of baking and helping mom, and then they've got a nice cookie to eat, which, you know, it's something cute, you know, to do sometimes with the kids. I also was able to snag this. I have never bought this. I actually got this one for my son. I called my daughter. She said she didn't want to try it. It's called Just Roll Pre-Rolled Dough, large family size pizza crust that you just unroll, and then you put your sauce, and then you can put your toppings on. And I thought that wasn't bad. And you know what? At $1.71, you can't beat it, because, you know, my Kroger was selling it regular price $4.19 for this. It's probably a little bit closer to the date, but it still will be okay. And again, you could even freeze it. It said used by February 16th, but that's a good deal. Now, I ended up picking up another yogurt for my husband. He was getting a little low, and he's about ready to start his new one, so I always try to keep one as a spare. And again, he really likes the Dannon. He really likes the Dannon whole milk yogurt, but my Kroger doesn't carry it. Only Meijer carries it. This one's the low-fat Dannon vanilla yogurt. And you know what? You couldn't beat the price at $1.80. So I went ahead and snagged that for him. Now, I ended up going through my, I bought all these containers at the Dollar Tree a couple of days ago. I was trying to organize my bathroom, and I finally did, and I will have a video showing that later on. And I had to go through all my cabinets. Now, every year I go through all my cabinets in medicine, and you know, if they're expired, I need to go ahead and throw them away and then replace them. And you know, a month or two past the date doesn't really bother me, but when it starts to get, you know, you're talking 6, 8, 9, even a year past the date, I kind of question, when I have a headache, I want my medicine to work. Now, if they come out and say, oh, it's still perfectly fine, sure, then of course I would stretch it even longer and not go out and buy something. But I had to replace a couple of things that I ended up pitching. My husband sometimes takes the generic of Zyrtec allergy medicine, so I went ahead and snagged this. Kroger had it 30 tablets, regular price, was not on sale, was $8.49. This was the smallest container I could get. They had one, well, actually, they had one that had 24 pills, but get this, it was $13. I was like, well, this is 30 and I'm going to get it for $8. Well, I would rather have the cheaper price because I don't know how many times he's going to be, taking this when he has his allergies. I went ahead and picked up some aspirin. Now I keep for my husband on hand, or of course me as well, in case, if you're having a heart attack, they say always, to have some baby aspirin around, especially chewable, because when you're having, a heart attack, it's hard to swallow a pill, but you could at least put it in their mouth and it can dissolve. So this is chewable Bayer aspirin. And again, I always keep one on hand. We've never had to use it. This one was like $4. But again, it's just in case of an emergency. So that's why I went ahead and got it. And then I ended up throwing away we had some nose sprays, and so I had to replace because they were totally expired. This is saline nasal mist, and I ended up snagging this for my husband. He ends up using this. I use a separate one. And again, I take a nose spray every single day because of my allergies. It's a prescription. But we needed to go ahead and pick this up. And I think this one was $3.69, so it wasn't too horrible. But some of the other things there, like I needed to get saline eye drops, and all they had was the name brand. But, the cheapest price was $8. I'm like, nope. It looks like I might be going to Walmart or have my husband, jump into Walmart because that's a little bit high. We just needed a little something, because my husband uses the saline eye drops. I use Refresh Relieva because I have dry eye. But yeah, all that stuff is just so high. So all this groceries here, and again, it doesn't look like a lot of groceries. My bill was $76 at Kroger, which again, still is a little surprising, but yes. Thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.